Without further ado, I'll bring in my frequent guest of the program, the great Army Major, State Senator Richard Ojeda. How are you, pal?
Doing great. Me and Elias were just on the Rick Smith show together.
Get out of here.
Yeah, she's
Did they mention me?
Right. Well, I was going to say, get out of here. How do I get on there?
Yeah.
I'm from West Virginia, but we did an hour long. Usually every Friday, Rick Smith has. Usually about every Friday or every other Friday, we're on there, and this was
driven by his trailer, Bob.
There you go.
Yeah, I was wondering what part when he said that.
I'm making you a cash offer for everything right now. Fully furnished.
was on there, and she is a ball of fire, man. I mean, she's no joke, man.
By the way, he's talking about the guest that was just on, the woman. It couldn't be more the opposite of a ball of fire on
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no fire.
Yeah. Hey, who?
And it was only one ball, and it was him.
Uh-oh. I think he's about to ask who books that guy's show.
Yeah. Hey, who is Rick Smith?
Rick Smith, he's from Philadelphia.
So his first reaction, he goes, we were on Rick Smith's show together. He goes, get out of here. Followed by, now who is Rick Smith again?
He is such a fucking phony. It's amazing.
He has his own radio show. And
Radio.
Apparently, your voice comes out of a radio transmitter.
from Philadelphia. He has his own radio show. And
radio shit.
Oh
it's
my
now
god.
become a you can also see it on YouTube and things like that now. And they're getting ready to give him, I guess, a show. So he's been having me on for probably about maybe 3-4 months. And it's usually myself, Scott Dworkin, and then whoever else he has on there. But me and Scott are pretty on the show.
That's awesome. And
Like watching the Zapruder film, you can see where his soul left him.
Right.
My god.
Wow.
ask you, Richard, are you a betting man?
Oh my god! Fucking commercial. And look, first thing Richard does is take his headphones off. He's like, "Oh, I'm not listening to this shit."
Richard, are you a betting man?
As always, brother. Look at
Well,
that heritage.
Well, let me just tell you, at Bet Online is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your sports action. BetOnline.ag, your online sports book expert.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh!
Wait a minute.
Black
That
Hawk down, baby.
was a 2 for Tuesday on this saliva-filled
Holy
Tuesday, ladies and
shit.
gentlemen. Let's go back.
On all your sports action. BetOnline.ag, your online
Watch.
sports book expert.
1, 2.
Expert.
Oh, wait, because we rewinded it.
Don't sit on the sidelines anymore. Get in on the action. Don't forget to use that promo code CLNS50. BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts. BetOnline.ag, your online sportsbook experts. And now we can get back to the program with the great Army Major, Richard Ojeda.
By the way, ear pick plus drool, 20 points on the scorecard if you keep
We
it
started
count
playing
today.
bingo with those.
Yeah. We got to do it, Uncle Rico
What
bingo.
would be the triple crown?
An ear pick,
Okay. A drool.
a drool or a spit, and then a roach popping up on them. Or
Or a rebuttoning of the shirt would be good.
yeah. Armpit
Oh,
sweat. I was also thinking the hair slick back move too. That one. There you go. That plus spit. We got a home run.
When you was talking about your hair earlier, man, I was like, as long as you don't end up doing like a Rudy Giuliani where it's running down the sides of your faces, man.
No, I know that was just crazy. I mean, that guy is just.
Oh.
Ooh, both ears. He's got them both.
He's gonna do it at the same time. Meet in the middle.
to wake up. Time to get out of bed.
Get out of your coffins, you son of a
Time
bitches.
to wake up. Gotta get out of bed. Get the fuck out of bed, bitch, go. Get up, and then they got go. Gotta wake up, bitch, get up. Get up. Get up. Get up, get up.
Good morning, everybody.
Fuck you, Gary.
How we doing?
Yeah.
What?
Doing
Wow. Yeah, boy, that song just fell off the end of the table, didn't it? No. Easy. Hi. Good morning, everybody. How we doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm just great. Thanks for asking, Bob.
Hey, Mike, are you having a good morning?
You guys want to be alone?
No, we're just starting off on the right foot, man. Positive vibes. Why do you got to be such a dickhead
Who
about
are you two, and what did you do with Shuli and Bob?
The sun came out this morning. It's beautiful out. I tell you, it's a little brisk, but that sun keeps you a little warm, doesn't it, everybody? Huh?
Oh, I mean, and the song was wrong. The sun won't come out tomorrow. It came out today. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All the leaves are turning green, and they're like, "Hello, remember me?"
Hi. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're honored to be here. We're honored to get you through your morning. I know you guys count on us, and you should, because without us, life is pretty goddamn boring.
Exactly.
Right? We bring you all the laughs, all the drama, all the entertainment, and whatever else we can think of along the way.
Oh yeah. And the eye candy.
We gotta get together today, Bob, and figure out schedule wise
Okay.
where because I think I'm gonna come to New York. I'm gonna do Legion of Skanks. You're gonna come out,
Yeah.
and then I think I'm just gonna stay at your place until.
Damn it.
Um,
I mean,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
You'll be in the studio actually.
I'll be in the studio. I figure I can take apart open your computer and get some
Oh,
images of what's going on in there.
I'll keep the shade open because the sun is just coming right through.
It's a beautiful morning, isn't
In
it?
the
They should write a
neighborhood.
song. They should write a song. It's a beautiful morning.
It's a beautiful day. Hey.
I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll put a pot of coffee on chat. If you got some lyrics, let us know what we should put in the song.
Mhm.
KB's got a suggestion. Download now. All right,
Download
we'll
now
throw
will
that.
be as a big hit song. I'll be working on that.
Lot going on.
Why wait for later when you can download now? Download
I
now.
can't wait till whatever sweet air he got at the dentist today.
Download down. I go later, Mike. I go later after the show. I go back to the dentist. You know, he's like, "Yeah, you got that unbelievable voice." He goes, "You got any tapes I can?" I go, "We go live, baby.
Yeah,
We go live."
The guy's asking for an air check from you.
Yeah, but it's amazing. But they're very cool there. They're as excited as I am, which is cool.
Yeah, well, you're there every other day, so they're excited to get rid of you and never see you again, I'm sure.
Well, after tomorrow, they will never see. Well, they'll see me again, but they
Yeah.
won't see me for a while. But it's great. You know, it's just this has been a long one waiting, and I'm just happy.
I know. I can't wait to see if one of these breaks or chips, how happy you're going to be. Like, is there an over-under on this thing lasting, these teeth lasting?
Well, they'll last, you know.
Well, it depends what you eat. You gotta be careful.
Look, I'm going to be careful. Believe me. You know,
How long
I
does Bob have anyway? So it's not. You know,
oh, please.
It's not going to have to last 20
When I
years.
outlive you, you're going to be fucking crying.
If there's a God and he's a fan of comedy, that will happen. That
Oh, yeah,
will
there
happen.
he
I'm
is.
not gonna get emotional, but I'm just saying, if God exists, this will happen. Listen, a lot of people are hitting me up. I don't know if you guys want to talk about this or not, but I'm just gonna bring it up. If you guys want to move along, say move along. But a lot of people have been hitting me up, and they all want an update on Barry Ribs. So I want to give a quick Barry Ribs update from Barry Ribs himself.
Okay.
As to what's going on in his life and what he deals with. Oh, hello. All right. So here we go.
Sitting down in Brooklyn.
By the way, old people.
They always look like they're chewing something.
Right. You don't know if it's a denture adjustment or they're actually eating a meal. You're never
on the hood of a car.
Well, I mean, it's Barry, you know, it's all bets are off. He'll eat anywhere he wants.
Yeah, Barry is everywhere. He's just he is a comedy ninja. He is everywhere. He just loves comedy, and I appreciate that from him.
You know who else is everywhere? Homeless people. They're everywhere because they don't have to be in one spot. And Barry apparently gets confused for a homeless person quite a bit. I don't know why.
How many emails did you get about this?
None. I saw this video last night and I go, I got to play this.
Okay, we're just checking.
Yeah, nobody's emailed.
Maybe you can give him the number of your dentist.
Well,
yeah, I can.
Hold on. He's got other issues.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, yeah, let's check it out.
Minding my own business. Typically,
What's he chewing?
facially profiled.
He's facially profiled. I've never heard of this before. Have you heard of this?
No. Whoa.
Why is this so funny?
I don't know. Let me see that again.
You should sell those Bob Levy glasses to the Chinese.
Those aren't my glasses
Those
because
of your eyes.
those are not my. What are my eyes doing in him? My eyes aren't that. Those aren't my eyes. They can't be. Those aren't my eyes. How are my eyes? That's not Bobby Ribs.
Let me see Bobby Ribs again.
How are those my eyes when I don't have those glasses?
It's so funny. The one thing they changed makes no sense
But look at
whatsoever.
these are my glasses. I don't have those pointy things.
What are my eyes doing in him? Quote it. Oh my god. Oh, by the way, if you're new to the show or to the channel, there's a notification. There's a set.
What's up, guys?
You and your by the way. That's all
I
fucking
didn't realize I see it.
By the way,
If you are new to the channel or the show, if you turn your settings there in your settings, there's accept subscription gifts or accept gifts. Basically, odds are people will be gifting subscriptions. So turn it on, and you'll get a gifted sub from the wonderful people in this community in this chat. Now let's get back to Barry's issues. Go ahead.
Everybody in this neighborhood knows that I'm Barry motherfucking Ribs. But here's my cable link. Being facially profiled. There's virtually nobody in this neighborhood knows that I'm Barry motherfucking Ribs. But here's my case.
Oh, okay, Barry, I love you, but if you want to stop being accused of being a homeless person, stop traveling around like a homeless person.
With everything you own in a bag.
Put things in a bag with ice packs in it.
Is that what that is? Ice pack. Wow.
I mean, there's got to be some sort of cooling system in place there.
They assume I'm homeless. That's some facial profiling, you feel me? Check this out. Do I look facially profiled as a... Should I be facially profiled as a homeless dude when I got this?
Oh,
Ooh.
we're about to watch Barry Ribs get get robbed
Jack.
on his
Yeah.
live. Thank you,
for
Graham.
gifting membership, Graham. Maybe.
Maybe Murphy. Maybe. Thank you.
Graham. Oh, Graham. I keep saying that. Jesus Christ.
That's fine. I'm sure you'll stop saying it from this point on.
Thank you, Graham. Maybe.
It's a half a stack, as they say on the streets.
You know, the funny thing is, when he goes to a gig, he gets more money going there. People handing him money, thinking he's homeless.
Right.
He makes double dips when he works.
I love it.
Don't facially profile me, motherfucker. Fuck out of here.
I love it. We got to get Barry on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's all set up for podcasting.
Well, he does it from like the Dunkin' Donuts. So
He really he's walking around with he's sponsored by Starbucks. He's usually in a Starbucks. I like that he's got everything in a bag that he owns, and then all the money he's got on him to his name. You know, it's like, but leave a little bit at home, Barry. You don't have to travel with the whole thing.
those big shirts. He only has double XL that he sells. Like double XL is like, it's even harder to sell than smalls.
Yes. Yes. I remember we used to come back with a box of smalls every weekend. XL, double XL, triple XL. We'd sell all those, and then small would be the only thing left.
Not a lot of petite girlies.
Killers of Comedy fans, yeah, I agree. Usually, if they're women, they're usually cops.
Yeah. All right.
You know, and they bring their lady friend with them. This woman was arrested being drunk at the airport. I don't get people drinking that hardcore, like that picture right there. That should never be you at an airport unless you hate America. You know what I mean? And you want to.
Yeah. I've known a couple people who they do it because they hate flying. They're afraid of flying, so they get all,
Well,
drunk.
and
They
then
get all arrested.
it's like, you know who else hates flying? The people around you when you're that shit faced. They hate flying.
Right.
Richard used to get hammered before flights.
Yeah.
And we missed a couple flights because of it.
We missed that one. Remember, I'm like, because it was a little it was in JFK or something, but it was like a little section where they would just say, this is where it is, and then it's like all of a sudden the plane is gone. We go to get on the plane. They go, it left already. And we're like, can we get on that one? We had to postpone the gig because he was just wandering. How bad of a yelling was that at the airport?
Oh boy. Well, you remember he took Beetle with him.
Yeah. Bless you.
Thank you. And him and Beetle just disappeared. And then we're like, I think they paged him. I'm almost positive they paged him over the speaker system, and they still never showed up. And then he was like, "Oh, I didn't hear it."
Beetle's the responsible one.
Yeah, Beetle's like, "I would have showed up, dude, if I'd heard it." They're just like, "Oh, I'm not from my name." They said my name. There we go. And then on the plane too. I mean, on takeoff, you would hear all these cans rolling down the aisle from Richard's seat because he didn't stop when he got on the plane either. And then you know what a fun time it was with Richard. 6 hours later at the show, he'd be in the green room just passed out, drunk, blackout drunk. Oh, Newark. After throwing a glass she's arrested in Newark after throwing a glass at a bartender and threatening to kill a server. That's good.
Sometimes the servers are pretty slow.
Right.
I get it. But threatening to cut their throat while they sleep and their families isn't going to get them to speed up, I don't think.
In our defense in Jersey, that's just like kind of saying hello.
Yeah.
That's true. Can I get a receipt?
Yeah.
Why is this other person videotaping their elbow?
Well, they're doing it. They're like, being 007 about it.
Mm-hmm.
because she's crazy enough to do this to them. Imagine what she'll do to somebody filming her. I'm all for this, by the way. If you're acting like a total asshole, film away.
They should
That's why-
they should have a class of how to film.
Oh yeah,
That's why we film every day.
that's right. That's right.
Oh, don't get angel, please. Come on.
I will fucking kill you.
Please.
When you sleep.
You're gonna fuck nothing up. You know why? Because I know where you live, bitch.
Seats 8, 9, 4. Seats 8, 9, 4.
Wouldn't it be crazy if she actually knew where that woman lived?
I'm drunk and I'm psychic.
Don't you remember? I'm your roommate.
Fucking North. Fucking crap shit. Fucking horrible.
I mean, I'm not arguing with her there. Newark is not great. I love the Newark cops. They're like, what's going on? What? Stevie.
Cat's ass.
What are you trying to tell me, pal? Huh? What do you need? This is why cats are amazing, because they're really they're nature's cunts. You know what I mean?
They should be called I don't give a fucks instead
They
of cat.
really do. They really could give. Look at this fucking guy with his
He'll be
tail.
back.
Guy's putting his ass in the camera. Look, yeah, put your asshole in there. That's what people want to see. Two assholes in one box. Me and you. All right, pal.
I like this guy's has his drink back like that so it's a good shot.
This is like that Seinfeld thing where they were trying to cover their mouth while talking. The waiter was it. It's not a parlor trick, George.
That's not what I asked you. If you heard when I asked you to do something.
That's it.
I just like the Jersey cops showing up. They know what they're being called there for. They know what the situation is. He shows up. He's like, so what's going on? What's happening? Let's get her screaming.
I have an ambulance coming.
There we go.
That's about it. Okay.
There we go. Cops
Oh,
coming.
yeah. Let's touch a cop. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Just relax. It's okay.
Oh.
At least she didn't hit her head on the top of the car.
That's a shame. I'm sure she would have been just fine on the flight.
Yeah.
Mike, you're not supposed to get a boner during this.
Oh.
You're going to drag it backwards. They're going to put little wheels on her shoes and pull her backwards.
But I like her process. She went from going completely limp to going completely stiff. Now she's like a 2x4.
Yeah.
Actually, me too.
Yeah, right?
I can carry you or you can walk.
Is it a yes or a no?
It's always great when you answer with a scream, whatever the top asks you a question.
Oh, come on, man. That's not me.
I think that is you.
Can we see your license and registration?
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Left her crutches there.
Well, hey, in all fairness, her crutches didn't do anything wrong.
No, true.
I wonder how far you can hear her screaming all the way down. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
All right, now I am getting a little hard.
Yeah.
God bless. God bless.
Oh,
And the next
Oh,
day
it's
you
fun.
see her getting off the plane, like, hey.
Hey, why am I here? Why am I still in Newark? This is weird.
Why
You
does my
know,
hotel room? Why does my hotel room have bars on it? What's that one?
yeah,
Like
right.
she's another bar.
Yeah.
More bars for her.
Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
He's got a brother named Jackson Mahomes.
Upstanding citizen, I imagine. Just like
Bit of a douche. Bit of a douche. Before this news story came out, he would do like these TikTok dance video. He was on the field at the Super Bowl doing TikTok videos.
Nice.
He's just a real douchebag. Well, apparently he's in some trouble. He was arrested. I believe there's a sexual assault accusation going on against him. And this is him leaving the courthouse. The title of this is I have not watched it. It's only 16 seconds.
Was he dancing it?
It says no. He's walking out of jail. He's not dancing. Although he should be because he's out. But it says this reporter violated Jackson Mahomes after he was released from jail. So I'm just curious how he violated him. And I figure, why watch it by myself when I could watch it with my pals? And the fucking ad. God damn you. I had this queued up. There was no ad. Everything was fine.
They're always going to get you with an ad.
It was fucking. Hold on. Now I got to take this back over to here because I don't
He's a
want to
tall one, right? How tall is
He's a
he?
tall one. He's it's a tall family.
Yeah.
He's big.
Dude, I can't talk right now. Facebook picture. Two questions. Anything you want to say to the victims of these crimes?
Go Chiefs.
You know, if you was a real black dude, they would arrest you along.
Oh man.
What news channel is that? I want to watch that guy's show from here on out.
WFU.
WFU. He's like, yeah. Do we have any prepared questions? No, I'm just going to yell whatever comes to mind. I mean, that's great. Just being heckled by the report. You know, if he was black, you wouldn't even be out here right now. Good for him. I mean, you know, he's a famous guy, that's for sure, based on his brother.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, who's to say? I don't know. It's a weird thing to throw out there.
Look at the cat. He still wants in.
I know. I gotta let him out. Let me let him out. You guys talk.
Let him out. It's so funny that he lets a cat outside. I don't know many people that have outdoor cats. That's
I
pretty
don't think
cool.
it's not an outdoor cat. I think he just wants him out of the fucking room.
No, that cat goes outside.
Goes outside. No,
Yeah, it
gonna
probably
get
wants
hit by
to
an
see
alligator down there.
I don't think there's alligators where he lives.
There's alligators in
probably
everywhere.
snakes, poisonous snakes. You
Poisonous
know,
snakes. I bet there's
Mhm.
a gator or two. We'll ask him when he comes back.
Yeah, look at it. Look at it.
Abandoning his post.
We would be dead right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to take the cat out. His bomb's going all around us. You know, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, the cat goes out. It just runs around the neighborhood. Like I would never think if I let a cat out, it would come back.
As long as
it
you
usually
feed it.
takes weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you feed it. But they go out for a few days.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they just go and walk around, and then they come back like 3 days later, and they're like, "What the fuck did I miss?" You know, hey, open the door, Jesus fucking Christ, this is ridiculous out here. There's no, you can't always count your mouse. I don't know if it's the Claude or is it the Claude, your cat?
No.
Okay,
So that is an
yeah.
outdoor cat. You let it outside.
Yeah, indoor, outdoor cat. You know,
Yeah.
they call them barn cats out here.
Really?
Yeah. They
Do
also
you have a barn?
no, but
Shed?
no, but apparently you don't need any of those to have a barn cat. They just call it that because that's a cooler way of saying outdoor cat.
So it's not really a pet then.
It's a pet,
A half pet, because it's only in the house half the time.
When's the hounds? What the fuck's wrong with you? I know.
Exactly.
What's the longest it's ever been gone when you've let it out?
well, it'll sleep outside sometimes at night.
No, I know some cats. They'll go, like Bob said, they'll go away for a couple days, 2 or 3 days.
No, he doesn't go away for days. No, they know where their food is. They know, they're not. They're not straying too far. Believe me.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to put a pause on cat talk for a second, guys, because I want to show you some of his breaking news.
Does your cat carry a suitcase with ice in it?
We're back to
When he
cat
won
talk.
this?
Yeah, it also has $350 on it at all times.
Just in case it gets profiled.
what a horrible pet owner. Oh, go fuck yourself. Dude, one truly treats his cats like he treats his slaves.
You say?
No, my slaves are not free. My cats are free to go. So don't get it twisted. So this I have from yesterday. You know, our friend Vince the attorney. He's going to be at Pottstown with us.
If he changes his name, his job, would he have to change his name? Like if he was Vince the plumber, like say he became a plumber.
I mean,
I would be
I don't
Vince
think
the
so.
attorney plumber.
I think he would just do that. I think because it's too catchy. It's too good of a name.
It really is.
So I've been doing this show with him called Out of the Habitat. We talked about it where we play clips of High Pitch Eric that he filmed years ago when he wired Eric's apartment. And I recorded with him yesterday, and he had some questions for me about Carl from WATP.
Okay.
And he had some clips to play me. And I wanted to show you a little sneak peek of this next episode coming out and just really highlight what a prick Vince is and why I love him so much. Here we go. Check this out.
Speaking of which, I went away for vacation 10 days, come back, and apparently you're in the middle of a war with Carl.
No, it's not a war with Carl. It was me listening to something while going on like 3 or 4 days of no cigarettes and completely misunderstanding what he was saying and then opening my dumb cunt mouth and yeah, it was all on me. I had nothing to do with Carl. I completely misunderstood and mishandled the situation. I texted him and I'm like, I got no issue with you. Look at his face. He can't wait for me to stop talking to set up the next fucking part of this trap. I went back and listened to it and he did nothing wrong. I have no beef with Carl. Carl's the man, dude. Carl is he's the reason why the network exists, If it wasn't for stealing his idea, we wouldn't be where we are. Thank you, Carl. I love Carl. Thank you.
Well, let's get into some of the clips that I heard. Maybe you haven't heard them yet.
It's a great episode.
Do you think maybe you can get your logo to somehow have like a garbage can and then maybe like Shuli ears or something?
He's such an asshole. He's such a dickhead. He's
great.
Passive aggressive.
Yesterday, I was on Misery Loves Company, and that was exciting. I got to hang out with Shuli and Kevin Brennan.
What's your take on Shuli stealing your show idea?
All right. So it was no problem at all. My biggest problem with Shuli, and Bob, you can tell him this if he's not listening.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck who Shuli has out of his show.
So he keeps going back and forth from this to this. And for whatever reason, I can't see what's on the side 100%.
Oh, those guys both suck at comedy and our whack backers. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, what's your point?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I was literally swinging a miss. I'm like, Shuli, if you don't know what's going on, shut the fuck up.
So to me, that's a lot of aggression he has towards.
Now, did you hear it? Like, go back and listen to the way Carl says my name, and then listen to everything else.
I don't know what's going on.
Wait, hold on.
I'm like, I was literally swinging a miss. I'm like, Shuli, if you don't know what's going on, shut the fuck up.
So to me, that's a lot of aggression.
At this point, I still don't know what he's doing. Right? He's doing a Richard and Sal to me. He's fucking. He's setting me up to start a war. This prick
he has towards you, and this is a show he posted about a few days ago.
Yeah. Now, look, he's an angry man. There's no denying that. I just think, he's looking to, he's doing a show. We're in the Coliseum. Are you not entertained? People want blood. So he yells, he screams. There's a big teddy bear in there. It doesn't scare me.
Yeah, I don't think he's necessarily scared of you. Is his last name Hamburger? Or is he just put that up as a name?
It depends who you ask, but yeah, some people say it's Hamburger. I do not, but I don't want to dox the guy and give out his last name, Vince. So not cool.
Hot dog. It's hot dog.
Trying to figure out if
Is it hot dog? I thought it was chili dog, but I didn't want to say it.
he was German or not.
Oh, very German. Why do you think he's yelling? Why do you think he's yelling like that?
Yeah.
You know what that tone's about. Has nothing to do with it.
Shuli, it's fucking annoying. Shuli, all these things you're complaining about me doing is all the stuff that you do. You're just not as good at it. Right. I'm just better at it than you are. But how funny is that, though? He goes, and he's just like,
in my head, I'm going, fuck, I just talked to this guy. I thought everything was fine. Like, what's going on?
The show's better than the show. He just sits there and watches it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
His show is your show. What are you talking about?
I think we've established already. You copied his show, ripped them off, stole whatever word you want to use for how you started your Uncle Rico show.
You imagine doing a show with a guy like this, where every day you're like, I think he wants to kill me. I'm not sure.
Right.
I'm like,
You just don't even face each other.
no. I'm like, I
It's
don't.
like it looks like you're on a plane together. You're in the seat in front of
Right.
him.
Yeah, I don't even think the guy likes me. I'll be honest with you.
That's hard to tell.
And you've never denied that.
No, I don't. I'm not one to upset Reddit. I mean, if that's what we're talking about, then yeah, okay, I'll put on that glove. I do think we do different shows, and I've always said that Carl and his team of goons, they do a great job of really coming at and dissecting John from multiple angles, right? They have, they're multiple. Here's saying it, and we are, and what we.
Carl was saying that yes, Shuli copied my entire idea, but then he doesn't prepare for the show. They just watch it. While we do our due diligence, we do our work behind the scenes, and we prepare for a show. While Shuli just has one or two comedians on and watches some of the clips.
No, the shot at you, Mike. By the way.
Yeah, he goes one or
two. Or two. Listen,
I think
I've
that's
had my doubts.
Yeah.
Right? And also, if you've done Carl's show just in general, there's a lot of work that goes into appearing on.
Oh
Carl's
my
show.
God, Carl's show, doing Carl's actual show. It's you're like, yeah, this will be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And then he gives you the show, and he's like, yeah, pull some clips. You're like, wait a minute, I didn't want to work on this show.
Really? See, that's good. He didn't do that to me at all. He's just like.
Well, I've never done it. I've never pulled clips. I've always, because I know he's going to pull 20 clips and another person's going to pull 10 clips. What do you need me to do it for? Right. Plus, I like the challenge and the skill of reacting to something I've never heard before.
So what you're saying, I'm going to be Vince. You're saying Carl can't do it that way because he's not a comedian. Is that what you're saying?
Right. He's like, I mean, I wouldn't agree with what you're saying, which is that Carl's terrible at everything he does. But I will say this. It's very subtle.
Yeah.
You're listening to on their shows. I mean, this is what Opie and Anthony or other it was, and say it's with podcasting. I just want to get to
a handsome boy or something.
I think he's great.
All right, let's hear what else he has to say.
Handsome boy or something. You think that's why this is better? It's not. You're not making it better in any single way.
Yeah, I wouldn't go calling anyone a thief either.
Well, and the other thing too, I know, good point. He should not be accusing anyone of stealing.
There are times when you have a client that has a negative issue and they're going to be dissected, whether it's at a deposition or a trial. And one of the ways we deal with that is to workshop it. If there's something bad about your past, you come out and say it. Yes, I was arrested when I was 19 for a DWI. Yes, I drank too much and I drove, something like that. And I think you keep repeatedly saying, look, I stole their concept. I stole their show. We just do it like a little bit different. And as long as you say that, then there's no there's no reason to even defend yourself when they keep telling everyone that
he just basically said, look, you yell every day that you're a thief. So there's no point in trying to defend you. You've admitted you stole it all. Fucking guy.
You're a thief and that you stole their entire concept.
Yeah, I'm like Hugh Grant. I brought the prostitute story onto the Tonight Show.
Right.
That's what I did.
Actually dances around like a fucking idiot.
Oh,
He's begging
geez.
for likes. And he's like, no, I'm just doing that as a goof.
Now that's when I was like, all right, wait a minute. I've done a lot of stupid shit on this network, but dancing for likes? What?
Dance for likes?
Like Carl's lost his mind.
Julie dances around like a fucking idiot. He's begging for likes. And he's like, no, I'm just doing that as a goof. Like, well, not anymore. Maybe you were.
Yeah, now you're just a dancing monkey.
Right. Now you just look like a fucking idiot.
Pretty aggressive to me towards you.
Listen to him. Listen to him. That sounds pretty aggressive to me. You should. You put it together, asshole. What a dick. Yeah, and I'm not sure when I was Are you sure that isn't Chad he's talking about?
Wait a minute.
Dance for lights.
Yeah, I'm gonna replay it. Hold on.
That's what I know. Like this motherfucker. Yeah.
Goof. Like, well, not anymore. Maybe you were.
Yeah, now you're just a dancing monkey.
Right. Now you're just like, and the other thing too, I know. Good point. He should not be accusing anyone of stealing.
Now, if you watch on the bottom, producer Chris is on the bottom. He's talking while Carl's talking, and you don't hear producer Chris. That was the other thing.
Julie dances around like a fucking idiot. He's begging for likes. And he's like, no, I'm just doing that as a goof. Like, well, not anymore. Maybe you were.
Yeah, now you're just a dancing monkey.
Right. Now you just look like a fucking idiot.
Are you doing a Richard and Sal on me? Are you cutting up him just saying my name and putting it in different parts?
No, I mean he clearly said Julie there.
But then it explains that they're the only show that's funny. Where fucking Julie plays into me and explains that.
I mean he clearly said Julie there.
Listen how bad this edit is.
But then fucking Julie plays into me and explains that they're the only show that's funny. Where the fuck is this coming from? Julie, I'm the only person who ever named.
Fucking Vince.
He's great.
The best. So that I believe episodes 2 and 3, correct me if I'm wrong, are coming out. This is episode 4 we just recorded. Episodes 2 and 3, they all go behind the paywall at first. They're coming out Friday, I believe. Right, Joe?
Yep, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I got a crazy story for you guys.
Okay.
I've been sitting on this. I called you last night to run this by you, Bob, but you didn't answer, so I figured
probably sleeping.
Yeah. I get a text yesterday from E-Rock.
Oh.
I got
E-Rock didn't do Riley's voice.
Oh. Hello, friend E-Rock. You need to lay off the snacks, son. You understand? You need to stop with the jelly. You understand? And things of that nature. Thank you. I love E-Rock. I've known him for a long time. Good egg. He's always been good to me. I got no bad things to say about E-Rock. But then I get this text yesterday. This is weird. This is unless am I the weird one, to quote Jeff the Vomit guy? Am I the crazy guy here?
So we put this on the Am I the Asshole site?
Yes. Yeah, you guys let me know in chat. Let me know here on the show.
Okay.
So I get a text.
I love E-Rock, but Rumble Trent said.
This is pretty wild. Okay. I think. Maybe I'm making too big of a thing about it. Which wouldn't be the first or the last time I do that.
Dear Jew.
He writes me back. Hebe BB cocksucker. He goes, hey, you got a minute? And I said, sure. What's up? He says, could you come on, would you kindly, with us? That's a show he does with this guy, Brian. He says, could you come on, would you kindly, with us? Brian has some issues with you, and I don't understand why. Would you want to confront this? Now, I've never met Brian. I don't think I have.
But is it anything to do with our new show? Aren't you kindly?
It might be. We stole that idea too, Vince. Would you want to confront this? And I wrote back, issues with me? I don't know this person. What issues? And he writes back, yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
Well, all right.
Could you be a little more vague, please?
So I said, what is it? He said, would you come on? I told him he should sort this out. And he writes, your issues with John, some of your comedy stuff, I don't know. So I said, so he doesn't like me or what I do, and he wants me to come on his show so he can tell me this? And he goes, I asked him to talk with you to sort out his dislike of you. I think it's unwarranted. I want people to get along. Well, then don't invite him on a show where somebody's waiting in the bushes to fucking attack him. I mean, I appreciate the heads up, but like, you know, I said, listen, I hear you, but not every battle is worth dying for. It's cool if he hates me. I got no beef with the guy. I don't even know him. Sorry he feels the way he does. And then he's like, he said, just wanted to offer it. He says, so it's not like other people just looking for attention. Me and another guy are trying to understand why Bryden doesn't like you. And then I wrote, have you checked to see if it's because he's a cunt? I'm no doctor, but the signs are there. It's just
And
like,
that was the last thing. He didn't write back after that.
he wrote ha like that. He wrote the Levy reply, ha.
Only one, huh?
Yeah.
That's
And then
not good.
I'm like, so what, you know, why am I,
You know,
first of all,
I'm taking Brian's side on this for some reason.
it's fine. You can take a side, but I think it's weird to say, hey, I hate you. Come on my show.
Yeah.
If you hate me, come on my show. Let's see how much you hate me. Would you
At
hate
least
me?
people would see it here.
Send him a link.
That's one thing too, is like, you know,
Why
what-
doesn't he come on the Why Do You Hate Me show that we're coming up with?
hate you kindly. It's a new show we're starting. Yeah, I mean, come on. What could I have possibly done to a guy I've never met before? What is behind my monitor, Stevie, that you need to get your cat ass up there every 2 seconds? I let you out. Somebody let you back in. Jesus Christ. Being
You should name the cat Bob Levy. If you keep
I
going out and
know.
coming back in.
No, it's the cat on the Flintstones.
Oh,
Remember they
wait a
used to
minute.
put the cat out?
Cardiff, by the way, which I miss you terribly. Where you been?
Hey,
Was
Vince,
it possibly a typo? Come on my show. I didn't think of that.
Possibly.
Tell him Shuli Bob. That's another show we're working on. At least they didn't try to sandbag you. I agree. No, I appreciate that. You know, where it would have been a real dick move for him to be like, yeah, come on, we'd love to talk to you about the channel and Pottstown and whatever. And then you get on there and you go, this fucking prick told you I'd bring him to you. You know, I get that.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, it's like me texting E-Rock and going, hey, I got Kevin Brennan on this week. He calls you a fat fuck every 2 seconds. You want to come on and debate him? I'm trying to get him to not think you're a fat fuck.
We got a scale.
Yeah.
In the studio.
Yeah. And it's like, I got news for you. The guy doesn't know me other than what I put out content wise. And if he hates me,
well, that's enough to hate you.
It's fine. It's fine. It's also enough for me not to have to fight to like, what do I need his acceptance for? You know what I mean? Like, get in line with the rest of them.
Yeah, you would like to know exactly what the problem is before you go on there.
Well, and also, it's not like you're going to tell me something. I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, you know what? This guy who I've never met and don't know, you know what? He's on to something.
Yeah, he's good.
I'm going to change all these things in my
Would you
life.
go on his show if he just asked you to come on the show? Probably not.
No.
You
I
know?
don't, and I'm not saying that to be a dick. I don't
Yeah.
watch their show. I don't know what, you know, I would go on the show if E-Rock invited me on because I have a history with E-Rock.
Would
So
you have lunch with him?
yeah, and then I tell him it's on me, and then I go, I just got to go to the bathroom real quick, and then I do the dip out. Now you got a reason to hate me. Now you got something. Stiffed you with a bill. I don't know. I just thought it was. I thought it was weird. I'm not pissed at E-Rock or anything. I got no beef with E-Rock.
Send him a link.
Who, to E-Rock?
Yeah.
You think he's up now?
He's probably almost done with breakfast.
Yesterday's or today's?
Hey, while
I'm a day
Shuli's
behind. I can't come
while
on.
Shuli's doing that, can I get you guys to read some chats real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike. Read today. I can't read.
Dr. Chow, 199. How did Mike work his way up to the top square? Well, it's keeping my nose to the grindstone, stabbing Bob in the back. It all worked out.
We let him clean the studio when we're done, and then we promised him top spot.
Listen, where's my $20? Saint Ranger, 1959, $3. Is a 37 XL shirt available? Asking for a friend.
Yeah. What's his name? Barry has all of them.
Big Daddy Dodo, 199. Mike, have you apologized to Carl yet?
True.
Carl, I'm sorry. I don't know why you're mad.
There you go.
There you
Carl's accepted. And Carl, I would just like to say, Bob and I are in agreement with you. We do not like Mike either. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Mike.
Listen, I don't like me.
Yeah.
3 for
So if
3.
you can have us back on the show together, me and Shirley would appreciate it.
Trash Mike, whatever you want. Are we all caught up? All right, let's go.
That was
We good?
it. Oh, and by the way, Bob, there are
By the
alligators
way,
in
is
Huntsville.
everybody got to say by the way all the fucking time now? It's
What's up, guys?
hey, buddy.
Infected us.
Hey,
Sweet
hey, hey,
It's the new.
by the way, by the way, by the way,
I just wanted to hear the song.
by the way, 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 shut up, Mike. By the way, by the way.
All right.
There are alligators in Huntsville, Alabama.
Oh,
There
wow.
are.
You ever
Yeah.
seen one? And your cat
No.
goes wandering around?
No, because I'm not near water necessarily. I'm not
Neither is
near.
Bob.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Not yet. Soon.
Yeah, October.
So Joe, we got a break, and then I want to bring in our guest. That we have a guest here,
Yeah.
comedian waiting in the wings. All right, so can we run the commercial break real quick?
We can, and we'll be right back with comedian Ray
Oh.
Gibbs.
Hold on. By the way, the Chad Zuppet
Zuppet.
is available.
Nice.
Oh, he's got a puppet now?
All right, send Chad Zuppet a link.
Yeah. Send him a link for 11.
11 o'clock. There you go.
11 o'clock.
What time is it now? Oh, I'm an hour.
Almost 10.
Yeah.
All right, run the ad. I got to piss.
We'll be right back after these
Folks,
kind
I'd like to talk to you about a new sponsor joining the Shuli Network, and that is HelloFresh. What is HelloFresh, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. You get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients, seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. That means you get to skip trips to the grocery store, and you count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh sent over a lovely package of various meals. And a little fun fact about me, I can't stand cooking. I hate it because I suck at it. The minute I get back there and I start having to do ingredients and measurements, I don't know what happens. I choke, I bomb, I blow it every time. Except with HelloFresh. Not only did I make all the meals, made them with my kids, with my wife. I was telling everybody what to do because it's easy. You got a card right there. It tells you exactly what to do. Everything's portioned out. Everything's separated. It's Shuli proof. And now we're in April, and that is Earth Month. And HelloFresh is always committed to a cleaner planet. On average, HelloFresh meals have 31% lower carbon footprint than the same meals made from the supermarket ingredients. Not to mention, HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery shopping and 25% cheaper than takeout. And you're not spending all day and night in the kitchen. This is super easy to put together, usually 15 minutes or less. So you got to give them a try. You won't be disappointed. All you got to do, go to HelloFresh.com/Shuli50, SHULI50, and use code Shuli50. You get 50% off. Plus, your first box ships free. So again, just go to HelloFresh.com/SHULI50 and use that code SHULY50 for 50% off, and your first box is ship free. You can't get better than that. They're the best. That's why they're on the best network, the Shuli Network. Thank you, HelloFresh. Let's get back to the show. Summer's coming. Are you ready to unveil your beach bod? Manscaped is here to ensure your body is ready for the wild with their game-changing full-body grooming and hygiene products. Don't be the guy at the beach with the Austin Powers chest hair. And if you grew some winter man tits, the least you can do is make sure they're hairless. It's time to get ready for hot guy summer by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with your code SHULYSHOW. Manscaped is dedicated to helping you increase your confidence. Level up your full body grooming game with Performance Package 4.0. The Performance Package 4.0 kit comes with the Essential Lawnmower 4.0 waterproof cordless body trimmer. It also comes with a ton of liquid formulations to round out your grooming routine. Whether you're trimming your chest or the treasure chest in your pants, this is the best trimmer on the market. The trimmer's got a ceramic blade designed to cut hair on loose skin and reduce grooming accidents thanks to advanced skin-safe technology. You can even trim an arrow pointing down to the promised land if you're bold enough. But really, if you gotta point it out to them, your partner's an idiot. Inside the Performance Package, you also find Manscaped's Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Toner. It's an anti-chafing ball deodorant and moisturizer because it's summer, and you know how painful chafing can be when you're wearing a bathing suit all day, right? And you know what else people don't like? Nose hair. So their package also comes with the Weed Whacker 2.0. Did I mention you get 2 free gifts? The Shed Travel Bag, and the patented high-performance reduced chafing Manscaped boxers, which are my favorite. Wear them religiously. In fact, I don't even wash them. Oh, by the way, if you're wearing sandals, I'm not going to lecture you about it, but I will tell you that you need to get Manscaped Shears 2.0 Nail Kit. Not a good look to be wearing sandals and picking up trash while wearing sandals. Having the right tools for grooming is essential, so do yourself a favor and always use the right tools for the job. So not only will you be getting the right tools, but you'll also be getting 20% off plus free shipping with the code SHULYSHOW at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code SHULYSHOW, SHULISHOW at manscaped.com. Trim your chesticles with the besticles. You'll love Manscaped, and we love you, Manscaped, for supporting the show. Let's get back to the show.
Bob is trimming his balls as we speak.
Welcome back, everybody. BS show. Minus the B. Adding the M. S is
I like
in the
it,
house.
just me and you. This is nice.
This is what we should do, a show just me and you called.
Yeah, goddamn
What
right.
did you say? And we just oh, there he is. Hey.
By the way,
how
By
was
the
it?
way.
By the way, low T. By the way, we have a guest and a very funny comic. I have not had the pleasure of working with him. You have, Bob. You worked with this comic at the prison show you did, right?
oh yeah, all of them that we did, and we really had a great time. He's a great guy and hilarious, man.
Well, welcome his first appearance to the BS show. Certainly not his last, Mr. Ray Gibbs, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Ray?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on, man? Happy to be here, baby.
How we doing, pal? It's good to see you. Nice to meet you. You
here.
survived a weekend with Bob, and while in prison. Those two things. I've known him 20 years. Even I haven't had that combo with him yet. Had you ever worked with Bob before the prison gigs?
No, I've heard of him before, but I've never actually got to see him live and in person. So it definitely was dope, man, working with him, man. I can't lie. I learned a lot.
We had so much fun. The first night we go in there, it's like they were badass. That was the one that Bill Cosby was in, right? That prison.
Yeah, that prison. Yeah. Bill Cosby was in that prison, and it was. Well,
I was gonna say Bill Cosby's in there. You knew they were cool with rape. You know what I mean? Like he's in there. Anything's possible. And you guys show up. There was a bunch of rules and shit that you had to do before you even. Yeah, thank you. We'll bring that back to zero. A bunch of rules you had to follow before you could even go in there, right?
Yeah, you couldn't make fun of religion. You couldn't actually talk about. You couldn't talk about rape. You couldn't
Yeah.
talk about those things. Anything sexual with the inmates, you couldn't really get on the inmates. You weren't allowed to talk about the prison or the guards.
God, it's like going up last at a roast. You're just scratching shit off.
Yeah.
Now what am I supposed to talk about? The weather? I mean, what the hell?
Exactly. So for the most part, though, we had fun. Though I mean, I was glad that those guys actually came to laugh, and you know that
believe
hour
me.
and a half.
You could talk about all those things. Those guys, you know, for the most part.
Once we got in there, they're like, just go and have fun. And
right.
And we were worried because the guy that booked us there went up first that night, and he goes, I'm just gonna do 20 up front and then 15, and it was a little weird up front, wasn't it? The first night.
Well, it's like Tyson's quote: "Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face."
In the mouth, right? Exactly, exactly.
And so this guy, in his mind, he's going to do 35 minutes and crush and leave to a standing ovation, and then he gets out there, and the reality sets in, and it becomes a 6-minute set. And please get me off this stage. I don't want to go back up there.
Yeah, because it's crazy because I did a prison beforehand with him, and he was doing a set, and they actually started booing the shit out of him. I mean, all together. And you know, everybody, we're getting nervous because I'm like they're getting rowdy. But the COs, they were actually like the corrections officer were actually happy.
I'm sure they were. They're finally somebody else is getting the shit sandwich of anger instead of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's directed at the comics for a change. I'd be happy too if I was a fucking guard.
Yeah, it was really like
Hello?
just yelling at him. Yeah, you bet. Yeah, so they were yelling at it, and then we're just looking at each other like going, "Oh man, is this how it's going to be the whole time?"
Yeah,
you know,
I'm telling you. But I mean, for the most part, it was. I mean, we had a lot of fun. The crazy thing, we had fun in prison. So
yeah, and that, you know, it's funny. On the way out of that one, we were like, "Man, it must be weird. Like if somebody." Has anybody ever attacked a comedian? And that big black guy he was a part-time comedian. Remember that guy on the way out?
Oh,
he goes like
out.
this. He goes, I wanted the motherfucker to charge you motherfuckers. You can't hit these motherfuckers anymore. I clubbed the fuck out of them. You can't do anything anymore. He's just going off, and we're dying on the way out. And people like, you know, they're like lined up and they're just watching you go, and he's going off on how he wants to, you can't beat them anymore because they have all these rights now and that shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But-
Well, go ahead. What do you want to say, Ray? Go ahead.
I mean, no. For the most part, I just want to say honestly, Bob, it was so great work with you, man. Because I mean, for the most part, I learned a lot. Like me, I'm a big guy that wants to learn and become the best of myself. So for the most part, being behind and working behind you, it was great. It really was.
Now, when you said you had heard of Bob leading up to this, I'm sure the stories were. When you hear stories about Bob, it's not like, oh, he's a good guy and a good comic. It's never just plain cut and dry. It's like it's always the legend of Levy and all these crazy fucking stories, and then you meet him and then you work with him. And in your instance, you know, he had never played prisons before, so I'm sure he outlived.
I went to Ray. I go, Ray, what the fuck? I go, Ray, do me a favor. I look at him. I go, you close this one, please.
Yo,
I gotta see. You've done this before, and I don't know what we can actually say. Like we didn't really know. There was a list of so many stuff that we couldn't say, and we the first one we kind of toned it down a little bit for sure. You know?
Yeah, but then once we got to those other two prisons, I mean, the guards were basically like, "Man, whatever you guys want to do, go ahead and do it." So once they gave us that free fall, it was no holds barred after that.
I mean, the show's ending for some of those prisoners with a rape at the end of the night, you know. So I don't think your Jesus bit's going to really push things over the edge over there. You know what I mean?
And what we noticed was like we were trying to figure out the audience, like who's kind of dating who. And you would see who was dating who. Like most guys would sit with their legs wide open. And then there was one guy sitting with the one with the long hair, right? That kind of looked like one. And his knees were together. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And we go, okay, that's a couple there. You know what I mean? And
Right,
we're
right.
able to bounce off them. Then the second night we go there, you know, they make you take everything. You have to hang everything and put it in a little whatever, you know, like what is it? Fucking
Locker and shit like that. And this fucking other comedian decides to smuggle a jar of Vaseline in the fucking prison.
I heard this story. I mean, as far as the worst things to try and smuggle into a prison, a jar of Vaseline. Why not a neon sign flashing with an arrow pointing down says "fuck me"?
You say that now, Shirley, but when you're in the middle of getting raped, you would, I should have brought the Vaseline.
Ray was like, of all the things you could have brought in, that's what you brought in, because we're sitting there and all of a sudden you hear like something hit the table and then you hear it pop open and we're like, what the fuck?
And Ray, it wasn't a tube.
And I'm like,
it wasn't the little tubes.
No.
It was a big ass jar. This guy brought. What the fuck?
It was basically a nice sized jar, and it was like, anybody wants some? Anybody wants some? What the fuck are you talking about? Anybody wants some? and then we also had to fucking basically we were fucking with him. Yeah, we were fucking with him because he brought that in that time, and then we'll get back to the Vaseline. And then we told them every time he walks by through the thing to get scanned to see if he has anything, we made it go off.
Right.
Oh, that's great.
And he basically had his shoes off, his belt off. They go, I think it's your shirt or your he's taking everything off.
Everything off, yeah.
Who was the security guard? Florentine? I mean,
Say one more time, please.
But it was like then we went to the guards and we go, he brought Vaseline and he goes, does this guy want to stay the whole weekend? I mean,
I love the idea of like he didn't think he was the only one that was going to get raped. He brought the Sam's Club.
Right, he brought the team.
Have enough for everybody.
It's a team player. Now I take it back. That guy's got a heart of gold. He's looking out for all of you. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's definitely, you know, the more stages and the different stages you can hit only make you better down the road. You know, so if you can make people laugh that are stuck in a cage for the rest of their life for the next 10 years, then you got pretty good material.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I would say the hardest show I've ever done was a Sweet 16.
Yeah.
I did a couple prom shows. They were brutal. The prom shows were brutal.
Remember Dangerfields back in the day? They had them going to probably about 5 a.m. They would chip in like groups of kids, and it was just like crazy. And that's
2 a.m. prom show at Caroline's on Broadway. I remember doing that and wanting to kill all the kids in the audience. They were such dickheads. Every guest we jumped in with the finger incident. All right, I'm down.
And they would say to us, don't, you know, if they come up and talk to you, don't give them your number because they're always they're gonna try to scam you somehow, you know. And they said don't let them, like if they talk to you when they come up to you.
He's not talking about the prom shows. He's talking about the prison shows.
Oh yeah, the prison shows. Oh yeah, no, because they're gonna try to. One guy was a comedian. Remember the guy? The first night, the guy was a comedian.
Yeah, the comedian, and he got on stage first. Remember?
Yeah, he just goes up on stage. He just goes up on stage and grabs the mic, and we're like, is he on the show? And they're like, no, he's one of the prisoners, and he's up there, and people are liking him. And he's like, yeah, I'm getting out in about 6 months, and here's my flyer, and fucking like he wants, you know, to we're gonna hit him up. We're like, yeah, just find us. You can find us anywhere, and then you can fucking come and say hello, and we can work with you then. But you can't really fucking like there was an older white guy in the front row the first night, and there was nobody sitting around him. You know that this guy must have been like a hell of a murderer. He had to be. Yeah. Nobody was near him at all, and it was like the weirdest thing ever. And then we just kept going. Then remember the booker goes, I know this beautiful place to eat. They got great food. You remember that night?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that fucking shit was terrible. Even the last night with the hotel that we stayed at, it was like a fucking haunted house. We couldn't even, what's the name? There was no heat in the whole building. No heat.
Yeah.
nothing.
That's
and
cold
then
too. I
all-
remember, right? It was cold. That was cold back then.
It was,
Yeah.
it was fucking freezing.
Yeah.
It
I
was a
remember the first.
snowstorm.
Speaking of the what's name, the first prison I did, we couldn't. They had a guy that was sitting in the first row that killed his cellmate the night before.
They gave him front row for that. Apparently,
in the front row.
Yeah, or
and
something.
And they're coming up to it like, did you not talk about him? I'm like, can he not be here? I'm like, how do you get any type of permission or any type of bonus for killing your cellmate and you get a comedy show the next day?
Yeah, they're like, you're going into solitary. Oh, he has a ticket. Okay, after the show, you're going into solitary.
Exactly, it was freaking good.
We have a guy on the show who appears regularly. Some people think he belongs in prison. I don't. His name is Jake Hudson. He's a huge super fan of the show. And a few weeks back, that's Jake. And a few weeks back, he was on the show with us. And he had his hand up by the camera, and we noticed his finger had some blood on it and looked kind of dirty.
Yeah.
And so well, you know what? Let's just play Ray the clip. I mean, why am I talking?
I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, so we kind of new people on the show. This is how we put you on the set. This is how we jump you in by introducing you to Jake Hudson and all. Yeah, so like already people are looking out for you. Say no, brother. Say no.
Run.
It's fine, guys. Grow up. All right, tough it out.
This is fucked up.
All right.
Yeah.
He was just talking about hiring an assistant.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake, what's going on with that finger now?
I have a I'll
It's
tell you
an
the
ingrown-
truth. Here's
show it to us.
What the fuck?
Okay. Why?
What happened was, by the way, it's because I have a thing called hemorrhoids, and they.
I gotta go. I'll see you guys later.
Hey,
I gotta go. I'll see you later. I can't.
that's why
I'll
You're
see
gonna
you
sit there and you're gonna like it. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Shirley. I'm sorry for grossing him out.
But what
Don't
happened?
be
No,
sorry.
it's fine.
Don't be sorry. It's fine. We have a whole new show tomorrow to get into.
Yeah.
But describe exactly what happened, Jake.
Mike, did you work for Howard?
I will tell you as soon as you tell me that finger story.
Fingeroids.
Basically, I sometimes I have to dig stuff out of my butt to.
Oh.
Oh, you're fine. Go ahead. We're all adults here. Go ahead.
I'm like scared to like say stuff.
No,
because-
Don't be scared.
because
You're
the
around.
producer-
I'm
the
getting a
producers
little
have-
hard.
The producers have to promise me not to kick me if I say the story.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
I'm getting a
You're
little
with-
hard.
You're with friends.
Yeah.
By
So, all
the
right.
way, it's like you're. By the way, did you see that Scott made everybody sick?
No.
on
We're
Sports
circling
Hits?
back. We're
Going
circling back to the finger.
Sometimes you got to. How do you know when you got to dig something out of there?
because it gets gets stuck on stuff, and
Yeah.
I need to get like some
At least you know which
relax.
finger to do this.
Was that the same hand?
He did it
Hey,
with
hey,
Is that a
Mike,
different hand?
work for
different.
Howard. Or,
So you he's trying to pull a me. So you have to go in and
suck on it.
Oh, he's sucking
Oh,
on it. Ray left.
Oh, no.
hey, thank
There you go,
you.
Oh, no.
How much a total? How
No.
much is the total?
I'm just sending you $100 today. All
You
right.
can't unsee that.
No.
You can't, and that's why we wanted to show it to you.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Because if you're gonna do, if you're gonna
mean, if
do the show, you got to pay the price.
Oh my gosh. I mean, this guy was doing his own hemorrhoidal removal. That is insane.
I mean, I don't know if you're familiar with hemorrhoids, but it's tough to get somebody to come in and help you out. So a lot of these
The
people
crazy thing that you
usually
bring this up.
go ahead.
No lie, guys.
Go ahead.
I had hemorrhoidal removal surgery in January of this year.
Get out of here. How many did
Yes.
you have?
I had 2.
Wow.
Was Jake?
Yeah.
Did Jake come by? Did Jake come and get it?
I'm glad he wasn't there because
wow, you're a young guy for that.
Yeah.
yeah. It was like I don't know, my diet, and the doctor was saying what I was eating, and then on top of that, I was in pain, and I didn't go to a doctor, and this was over the course of a whole year.
Well, that's
And then
guys. Guys.
yeah,
If
exactly. I'm
some-
just figuring it's gonna go away. You know.
Yeah, it's like, look, if it's something's wrong with our dick or our asshole, the last thing we want to do is go to a professional and go, something's wrong with my dick and my asshole.
Exactly. And
They
then
just-
everybody's asking me every day what's wrong with you, and I'm just lying like it's my back and it's my knees.
Right. Right. Because you go,
And
what,
then I
my
finally go
asshole?
to the doctor, and he's like, "What the fuck have you been doing?" Like he's like, "You should have been here."
Well, I mean, Ray, you can't be around your boys. They're like, what's going on with you? You go, my asshole's killing me today. You don't want to say that.
Yeah, I can't believe my fucking thing. It hangs out, right? Are those the things that
Oh,
come out?
there's
they
two.
come
There's
out of
two
your
different-
ass.
There's two different kinds. There's two different kinds of hemorrhoids. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right? Yes, there is.
There's internal and external.
And external, right?
Right. So what did you have?
I had internal.
Yeah.
Like, and it was very, very deep in me.
Yeah. That's what
So they
Jake's
had
got
to-
going on. That's what Jake's got going on. I'm sure.
Yeah, Jake, it went up to that part of the finger. So look, you can see it where it went.
Past it, if you really look. I mean, yeah.
I feel bad for that man because I keep the recovery. The recovery is a bloody mess.
Don't
So
feel
that-
bad. Don't feel bad. You're telling this story and you're doing it for free. That guy made $100. All you have to do was put on his hemorrhoid finger.
Yeah.
This is amazing that you're on and this hemorrhoid thing came up, and here you are, a hemorrhoid survivor. Thank you for your
Yes.
service. So it's internal, meaning so when you use the bathroom, when you take a dump, it irritates it, it flares it up, and it literally has to get pushed back in.
Right.
Sometimes.
So
Yeah.
yeah. And once the surgery was done, the doctor told me like he's gonna be in extreme pain.
Wow.
And literally after the surgery, it felt like you were shitting out knives.
Oh my God.
And then you're looking at and it's all blood everywhere.
Wow.
And that was those were the good days.
Yeah, exactly. that was the best day because don't be sitting there and can't go.
Mhm.
It's
God.
painful. It's a struggle. The only thing.
It'd be great if you had a roommate or something or a friend and you take a shit and then the toilet's filled with blood and you just walk out and you go, take a look at that. Last time I do that prison show, am I right?
it was crazy, and also when we went out to dinner that night when Ray comes back, I thought we were getting into a huge brawl. It was just crazy what was going on of the place that. It was like the only place that was open. Okay. It was the only place, like it was a snowstorm, like a big snowstorm. And we're just driving in the guy's truck together. And he goes, let's go to this place. They got really good food. And we go there and it looks like any place that they don't like Jews or black people. Okay. It was like
the rest of the world.
Or the rest of the world. Like it was a local place where everybody just looked like they were going to, you walked in and they're singing country music blaring. And we're sitting there at a table. They're all at the bar. And then we decide to get out of there. And Ray goes up to the bar and he sees what he thought was the bartender and the waitress, at the bar on the other side. And he goes, can I get the bill? And the guy goes, what are you fucking talking about? She don't work here. And I go, oh, I thought it was the girl. I apologize. I thought it was the girl behind that came up.
Right.
And then we're sitting down. And all of a sudden, two guys come up and they go, yeah, I heard you're going to take the snow off my truck. And Ray's like, no, I'm not taking the snow. And he goes, I think you should take the snow off my truck. And he's like saying boy and shit like that.
Wow.
And all of a sudden it's like it's ready to fucking go down. And we're like, okay, here we go. And then they walk away and then we have the check. And Brad Lowry's another comedian that was with us. And we're sitting there talking and I go outside. I go, let me go have a cigarette and just see what's going on out here and what's around and that shit. And I'm standing there watching in, and then I'm like, where the fuck are they? Right?
Yeah.
So this goes on for about probably 10 minutes, and they finally come out you know. And I walk in there and I'm like,
Blues
and
Brothers. That's
Brad,
that country bar.
yeah, but Brad's telling a story of
No,
how
no.
when he was in the military, he fucking was beating up all these people in this story. And it's like, why would you tell this story there? And I'm like, let's get to these motherfuckers will shoot you in a second. It was like the worst fucking area in the fucking probably in the world. And fucking it was like, and he's telling Ray a story about him beating up people. It is a great story because we almost got fucking killed by a bunch of fucking hillbillies that had nothing to live for. And it was just incredible that, like, why would Brad be telling the story in there about kicking somebody's ass for 10 minutes when fucking all this they wanted them dead. They wanted them dead. There's no fucking there's no other way that this was going to be good at that minute. And fucking we got lucky that because there's no weapons. You can't find weapons and anything to use outside because it was covered in snow. There was nothing outside. Bob gave me the hemorrhoids with that story. No.
Did Chad tell Bob this story?
No, he didn't. He didn't. It would have been you're in Cumbia country.
Take it back, Dodo. Take it back. He said he'd rather listen to Willow's Tony Soprano story. You don't mean that. You don't mean that. Dave used $2. By the way, what do you think about a Cumbia roast? Good idea? Yeah. Be phenomenal.
We can do that. I mean, I think we should do that. That would be good to do roast every 3 months or 4 months. I think that would be a good idea to do. You know,
Yeah, Bob thinks that's a great idea because he doesn't have to put it together.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it together. You just get him on the show and that's it. The roast is there. You know.
So, Saint Ranger, $5. One of my sheet metal apprenticeship instructors had a day job at San Quentin prison. He ran the metal shop and was told no negotiations for hostages. Yes, that is true. That is true. They tell you that they told you that when you went in there, right, Bob? They made you sign a form saying,
"Oh yeah,
you could be raped and you will not be negotiated for."
Now, if you're Bob embarrassed me in front of Ray's hemorrhoid. I did. That's 25. I'm marking it down. That's the 25. That was the first time it was a hemorrhoid.
Hey, so email Ray Gibbs and tell him we'll reschedule him for another time, and then just ask him to give you whatever he wants to plug, and we'll read his plug. On the show. I know he's having Wi-Fi issues. Jake, good morning. Good morning. I saw you in the chat. If you want to just talk, no stunts, I'll send you a link. But we're just going to talk. We're not going to be paying for stunts anymore.
He's gonna do that laugh. I love that, Jake.
Gonna get me to pay for
I
something.
love that Jake laugh. Do we have a clip of that yet? Did anybody grab that clip of his crazy fucking laugh? Because that's the creepiest thing I ever heard.
His laugh is good. Your laugh the other day that you did on MLC is really funny. I want to isolate that. We ha 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 evil Levy scientist. I love it. A lot of people saying no Jake, no Jake, no Jake. That just tells me we're onto something. That just tells me we're, you can't,
country.
You got to swim upstream sometimes, people. You got sometimes you people don't even know how good it can be. That's what we have to do. We have to hold your hand like your parents, and we have to go, don't be afraid. You'll have fun. You're going to enjoy this when it's over.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt about it. This is where the fun happens.
Trust us.
Yeah.
Trust us. You know what we're
doing
doing
this a long time.
Oh no. Bob's story was tonight, Ray. $2. It broke Ray. Yeah, Ray hung out for the hemorrhoid story and picture, and then Bob's story broke him.
Well, I was trying to tell it because he was out for a while, but let him finish it. But he never came back, and I was like, "Fuck, man, Jesus Christ!" He left me hanging here with this fucking story because I didn't know what was going on probably for about 5 minutes when they were standing in front, behind him. Because he's just telling him, you're going to clean the snow up my car. And he's like, no. He goes,
what a weird, that's like from Porky's movie. Like, what a weird thing to do is like, well, it'd be a shame if my laundry doesn't get folded today. Like, what a weird,
It was just as weird as that, and you're in a fucking place that like you would never go into, and we're like, oh, that was a fucking great place you brought us to.
Yeah.
But everybody thought we were there was going to be a huge brawl, and that would have sucked. That was like the second night or something like that, you know. And imagine we're in jail the next day because we're in a fight, because they wouldn't have arrested them. Like that's the whole thing. The towns, these are small towns. They put prisons where. In the outskirts where they're prisons, they're really out there. Then there's not much around there at all. And
well, yeah, I mean, they don't put a prison in an area where if someone escapes, they'll have a lot of spots to get to. You know, not a popular. They want fucking open fields and water and whatever the fuck that will impede your progress of fucking sneaking out of there.
Yeah, and this was probably a bar or a restaurant, like, you know, a little of both, but it was nothing. But this was an area.
Was the food worth it? I think that's the question.
No, I had the crab cakes, and they just looked like hockey pucks. It was like fuck.
I gotta tell you guys about a thing we watched last night on Netflix. 44. It's a series called Human Playground. All right. And it's got like 5 episodes, I think. But the first one is called Breaking the Pain Barrier. And it's about people who compete or do stuff that they know is going to cause them pain, that they know is going to suck. And
Hey, there it is. I got it finally.
And I'm talking about this thing on Netflix. You would love it. It's all about how stupid white people are and what they're willing to do. There's this bike race in Paris in France where they race over cobblestone roads and like in mud and it's literally they're like, you're gonna fall, you're gonna break bones, you're gonna get, and they're like, sign me up. This was the first year women were allowed to compete. So like now women are doing this race. There's a woman that goes free diving. That's when you dive underwater without any tank or anything. She does it in the ice, in ice water.
Wow.
Why? Like why? Yeah. What are you proving with that? You can't even get sponsored for that. Good point.
Right.
And she's
I guess
like, well,
I guess you're not living unless you try dying. So,
so the second this woman comes on and starts talking about it, I look at my wife and I go, "Boy, something happened to this one." I go, something happened in her past. You don't just have a normal upbringing and go, "How close can I come to death?"
right.
Because that's the only way I'm going to feel something. And sure enough, 5 minutes in, she's like, "Yeah, I was assaulted." And I'm like, there you go. I go, you see, if I was assaulted, I'd be hiding under. I'd want to go under the ice too. I'd want to, you know. And she's like, I wanted to kill myself for a long time. She's like, and the minute I jumped in the ice, I didn't want to kill myself. And I'm just sitting here going, what kind of fucking logic is that? Wild.
Yeah,
maybe she didn't want to die that way.
They want me to tell the story of the restaurant again.
Yeah, I'd love to hear.
No, we don't want Ray's.
Ray, I was telling the story from that bar we went to remember when you went up to the wrong girl and they came over to the table and they were like, they wanted to clean the snow off the car. Or
truck. Yeah. I remember.
That was looking ugly.
Yeah, it was. But we had a crazy night that night as well because the guys were trying to fight us inside the restaurant, remember?
Yeah. That's what I was telling the story. How they came up and you're gonna get the snow off my truck, and you're like, well, no, I never said that.
I know exactly, and I'm looking like I'm not getting stuff on nobody's shit. But at the same time, we were in Pennsylvania, so the thing about my mind is like everybody has a gun out here. You know what I mean? Everybody has a gun and it's legal. Let's play nice because we don't know.
That's why you don't hear a lot of honking driving around in those parts of Pennsylvania.
Right.
Speaking of crazy, let's welcome our man Jake Hudson to the show.
Jake.
Oh shit.
Hey Jake.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Jake? How are you, pal?
Another hemorrhoid survivor.
Hey.
You and Ray have a
Hey,
lot.
by the way.
By the way,
go ahead.
By the way, What's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
I'm just woke up about 15 minutes ago.
Says, by the way,
By the way, by the way, by the way, by the way, by the way, by the way, by the way, by the way, by the way, by the way, by the way, by the way, by the way, shut up, Mike. By the way, by the way.
Jake, good morning.
What-
How are you?
Doing good, Shirley. Hey, I did a Ray show. I did Ray DeVito's show last night.
Nice.
Thank God you helped him out. How'd it go?
It was me and Keish.
Kish.
Sorry, I had to get that out of my eye. What? Who and you?
It was me, Ray, and Kish.
Quiche.
Quiche, pronounce.
By the way.
Who is that?
That's Ray. Ray Gibbs. He had
You can just
hemorrhoids.
say it.
too.
Black guy. You can just say it. Who's the black guy?
Yeah. I'm Ray.
Nice to
he's-
meet you.
What's nice to meet you, man? What's going on, man?
Wait, are you kidding the Mike Epps?
Am I what?
Is he related to Mike
Mike
Epps? Is that what you're asking?
Nah, you no
Yeah.
relation.
No relation.
Jake, that's Ray Gibbs. Ray,
Ray
Gibbs
Gibbs.
is a January 6th guy.
Yeah, Ray Epps is is a guy who stormed the Capitol. This gentleman is a comic.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Sorry.
That's fine. He's also a hemorrhoid survivor.
Yeah.
Jake.
I hear you are one too as well, Jake.
Yeah,
Jake, are you allowed to talk to black people? Yes. Wow, look at that mirror.
It's so clean.
Oh,
That's what it
That
used
was
to look like, Ray.
That was it the other day. And now it's move that. Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh,
So
we got to show the toilet too because you guys see it's still a little bit
God,
dirty.
Jesus.
Oh man, you said it like clean. You said it like it was. He goes, "Oh, I got to show the toilet too." FYI, nothing's changed.
Right.
Oh my God.
Hey, by the way, Kevin
by the
Brennan. Hey, Bob, I'm mad at Kevin Brennan. Kevin
By the
Brennan
way,
disrespected
get
people with
lying.
autism. Has disrespected people with autism.
No, he didn't. He did not.
Yeah, you just
did.
that's your
Kim
autism.
Oscar, Kim Oscar has a kid with autism, and he disrespected.
He
someone
did.
with-
No, he was talking about Ken
Is that
Moscow.
Ken
He works.
Mosco's kid?
He works for Autism Foundation.
Right.
His wife does.
They both
His wife
do.
does. Yeah. But here's the thing, Chad was.
Here's the
Chad
thing,
and him
when you
talking
changing
about it last
catchphrases?
night.
Here's the deal.
I thought you were by the way. Where did here's the
By
thing?
the way, here's the thing.
Whoa.
Here's
What's
the
up,
thing.
guys?
That might be a new one right there. You might have to keep that one.
OJ, we got to get a here's the thing. We're going here, pal. Sorry.
OJ, by the way, I was on.
There it is.
Guess who I talked to last night, Shirley? Guess who I talked to last night?
Ray DeVito.
Also, Gino Piscante.
Wow. Let me
Look
put
at
my
you.
hard hat on for all the names you're dropping, pal.
The reason why I was on a show, Michael something Ali.
Yeah. Muhammad Ali. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, Michael, someone who does. By the way, it's going to be on next week. It's going to
Great.
be was filmed last night, but it'll be next week. Be
Mhm.
aired. But
Fantastic.
it was a good interview. He never cussed me out. He never.
Wow.
cussed me
Nice,
out.
nice.
Because here's the thing, Gene. I've been on more. Here's the thing. I'm trying to ride the fence like Bob Levy.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, that's what it's all. That's where the winners live, is on
Yeah.
the fence. You can't take a side. Taking
Yeah.
a side only ensures that you are going to be a loser 50% of the time. That's why Bobby and I are winners.
Look at how much
Hey,
fun we're having up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what the thing is? It's like a lot of
By the way.
people. By the way, we need to get. Hey, Shirley. What's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
What's up, dude?
Hey,
Sweet
hey, by the way, by the way, by the way, by the way, By the way,
Question for you, Jake. I got a question for you. Do you believe in UFOs, aliens, life on other planets?
I'm not going to answer that.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why?
Hey, I got a little something to ask you guys.
Why
Whoa. Hold on. Jake Hudson, phone home. Answer the question, please.
What
Do
happened?
you believe in alien? Yeah, what happened? What happened between you and aliens? Go ahead. Wow.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
Wow.
By the way,
Wow.
There was a spaceship. There was a spaceship that was going around.
Yeah.
Giving people hemorrhoids. I heard.
Oh, I was going to say, was it filling people's toilets and telling them not to flush it?
Well, you got to get him back on.
Yeah, please, Joe. If you want to get paid, get him back on, please.
Even for Jake Hudson, that was a weird appearance.
Really, what we watch this guy suck his bloody hemorrhoid finger, and we go, "Wow, this is weird. This is not like him."
I will say though, watching Mr. Gibbs experience it for the first time was very entertaining.
It's great.
Yeah.
I love it. Jake, Paw Patrol is on a roll. No job is too big. No pup is too small. Wow. He just got beamed up, somebody said. That's crazy.
That was intriguing.
Wow.
That's why he walks around so they can't get the ray on him.
But the aliens would go after somebody like Jake because who's going to believe Jake? It's genius.
That's why they're so smart, them aliens.
Fuck, that's not funny. What are you talking about? Is that not funny? It must have been an intense probing. Oh my God.
I never thought it would be aliens that would get him. You know,
right?
So it sounds like to me a buddy wore an alien mask and visited him one night. Bob embarrassed me in front of Roy. Roy, you stole my bit.
Look, stop it. I never did. I'm 26 now. Holy shit.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, back. BS show exclusive, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob.
He's coming back. There he is.
What's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
How you doing?
Jake, what's happening? Can you hear me?
Sorry, got a little bit of cringe there when I hear my voice.
You got the voice of an angel. Now, what happened? Did we lose connection?
No, I left because you guys were talking about something that got us kicked off of YouTube.
What?
Talking about aliens can get us kicked off of YouTube?
Because the conspiracy stuff about aliens.
Well, listen, it's just a theory. It's not, nobody's saying this is fact. And you're allowed, we got freedom of speech here. Here's the thing.
Can I get that graphic?
Sure. If you tell me your experience with aliens, what's going on?
The only thing I believe in aliens is, I don't believe in aliens.
The only thing you believe about aliens is that you don't believe in aliens.
Aliens, Area 51 is not aliens. It's an army base.
Okay. Have you ever seen a UFO in the sky or something strange in the sky or an alien?
Only on TV.
Okay.
Only on.
Do you believe or feel or think that there is life out there somewhere in space on another planet, maybe another galaxy?
Yes,
Or
but
outside your place.
Like, I really don't want to bring my opinion on this because some people are going to clip it and take it out of context.
Yeah, there might be aliens. I think aliens are going to give a shit about this.
How about Bigfoot? What do you feel about Bigfoot?
Or Loch Ness Monster?
Yeah.
What about those two?
Bigfoot. What about a Rougarou, the Cajun Bigfoot?
Really? What is he? Is he a spicy Bigfoot?
Woo, let me tell you there.
No, basically-
Oh boy, that one big foot over there. Woo.
No, Rougarou is a legend in Louisiana. It's like a Bigfoot, but it's a swamp Bigfoot. Swamp.
Yeah, I feel like I should apologize to our guest. I know it's not a racial slur, but man, does it sound like it. So
Yes.
I apologize for the Rougarou comment. Yes. So
Hilarious.
now, Bigfoot, northern, Rougarou, Rougarou, southern, more of a southern Bigfoot.
No, he's not. Somebody said
What was
Littlefoot.
that?
It-
Put that
it's not
back up,
Littlefoot.
Joe. Put that back up.
Yeah, you want that graphic too?
Yeah.
What about the Boogaloos?
The Boogaloos.
What about the Boogaloos? Have you had any sightings of them?
The Juggalo.
The Boogaloos.
Hey,
He's getting a lot of exercise.
Yeah.
He doesn't stop.
have you ever watched Deadliest Catch?
Oh yeah.
Of course
What are
I've
you
watched
kidding?
Deadliest Catch. I'm a man. Of course I have.
Yeah, look at that one.
Yeah.
Swamp people.
The Time Bandit guys went after the Alaskan sea monster. River.
Yeah.
River.
Did they get it?
No, they did not.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
In my mind, he got the deadliest catch with that finger.
Yeah, that finger.
Finger
Actually,
is.
look.
There it is. Oh, look how clean. Nice, Jay.
Wow. How else you get it clean? What are you guys freaking out for?
It's not
Gee.
clean.
Yeah.
Hey,
Jake.
you need to put up your discretion as applies when I come on.
Yeah, no, I think people pretty much get the idea. I don't think they need a message. Jake, if you could go back in time, anywhere, anytime, any particular moment, what would you pick? Where would you go?
The 1990s Howard Stern.
1990s Howard Stern. No particular date or event. Just
Wait. When Robin was looking good.
oh, okay. Put that in the flex capacitor.
1999 from June to July 15th. No, she always looked good.
Hey, by the way, Bob, my
Before
pool will be
Florentine
in-
fouled her.
Hey, Bob.
What?
Hey, Bob.
Yes.
My pool will be in before yours.
Come on, Jake, stop it.
Boom.
It's almost done.
By the way, I'm gonna try and get you sponsored for a segment, Jake's Pick of the Week, and you can come in and suck your finger and then plug whatever sponsor is behind it. I think.
Hey,
All right, hold
by
on.
the way,
It's Flex,
Mike,
not
who's
Flex, you fuck. You fucking nerd dipshit. Why don't you go fucking jump off a bridge? Go ahead. Not you, Jake. The guy who
Oh, is
corrected
this
me.
it? This is the thing he's talking about.
Sorry.
Rougarou. It's a Louisiana werewolf. Oh my God! Look at the arms.
Oh,
look at the
wow.
fingers on that.
Now, have you seen this
Yeah.
before, Jake?
What? Who talking to?
You have you ever come in contact with a Rougarou?
I've seen people try to go catch it.
Really?
Yeah. Have you seen him return from trying to go catch it?
I've seen them return because they couldn't catch it because it's people do. But what about a
Right.
swamp? About that skunk ape?
What?
Skunk ape.
That is a skunk ape.
There's a thing in
Like-
Florida.
Uh-oh, the aliens are on his fucking computer.
He needs a mobile hotspot. We just gotta screw it into his back or something.
Yeah, you might want to sit down, Jake. You might want to sit down.
Velcro.
I
it
don't think
to-
he can if he got hemorrhoids still. I don't think he.
Yeah, you know what?
I think that's the last thing he wants to do.
I understand why he's doing laps all the
Now I
time.
understand. Yeah.
Got it.
He is walking around with a laptop. Maybe we could get him a really long Ethernet cable so he could stay plugged in.
I mean, how long? It's gonna get tangled. It's just
Yeah, he
how
can.
long?
No, how long do they come?
Oh no, there's the
There's your flex capacitor.
Flux.
Sorry, I'm still here. I actually had to. Hey, I had to go. I had to turn off my camera.
Why, Jake?
Hey,
Jake, why'd you have to turn off your camera, buddy?
Because I think that's why it's ruining the internet is the camera. I'm trying some stuff.
no, Jake, it's porn that's ruining the internet. Not your camera.
Yeah, Bob.
The porn's ruining my screen because
Bob,
it's so covered with shit.
everybody, pool update. Everybody's saying that your pool's not going to be before Labor Day.
No, it'll be there before Labor Day. It'll be Memorial Day.
We have a guest popping in. First time on the show. Please welcome. It's controversial. Chad Zuppet.
Oh, hi guys.
Hey, Chad.
Hey.
Zuppet.
I'm just here to help change the narrative.
Now, we want to get it right. Is it Zuppet or Zoopit?
Yeah.
That's a regional dialect. So depending on what part of the country, it could be either or.
Okay. So there's no wrong answers.
Yes.
Hey, Jake, you say hi to Chad Zuppet? Zuppet?
Hi.
What's up, Zubit?
Oh, hello. My two best friends in comedy, Godfrey and Jim Florentine, are also on the show. Hi, guys. Nice to see you again.
People are loving it.
Love it.
Oh,
see my helmet? Because I'm a mud shark. And it's war.
He's the
Look
best.
out, Levy. I'm
Just-
coming for you.
Just remember, from day one, we always told everybody how great Chad is and SJ.
He's got a gun. Oh God, he's got a gun.
Oh wow, he got a gun.
Look out, Levy.
Zuppet got a gun.
I'm gonna shoot a hole through your pool liner. Still working on a voice for this.
It's all right. The concept is really, really good.
Can you try this? Dork.
Yeah, Dork is good.
There you go.
Lieutenant
Narrative.
Dork.
Rack me.
Rack me. Cool. A lot of cool talk. Yeah,
Hype
really.
train.
Hype
Hype
train.
train.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's a pig too.
It's a pig.
You're a pig.
I'm about to say, he definitely looks like Miss Piggy's son.
Ray, what do you want us to plug for you, buddy? What do you got? Please, by all means.
Well, my biggest thing, my biggest plug is my Comedy is the Remedy. That's my brand, my logo, my everything. Ever since I've started, Comedy is the Remedy has been my theme and my name. I say comedy is the remedy because no matter what pain, struggles, or doubts you're going through, comedy can bring you out of negative energy and put you into a positive one. So
You're here.
comedy remedy is my thing. You know what I mean? I used it to get out of so many problems. There was times I was about to get jumped by some people, and I made
know
them
the
all laugh,
feeling.
and I walked out of the situation.
Were you in
He knows the
Cumia
feeling.
country?
Yeah. By the
No,
way,
I was in Jersey.
from the
Yo,
stories,
that's Cumia country.
yeah, from the stories I've heard, I think the less gigs you do with Bob, the safer you'll be. Bob, probably.
Without the lube and Vaseline.
But what about social media? Where can people follow you? Where can people get in touch?
I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, Ray Gibbs, REYGIBBS. It's very simple. Ray REYGIBBS. And also on Instagram at Comedy is the Remedy.
Awesome, man. Well,
Definitely check me out.
we'd love to have you back on. If you ever got anything you want to promote, let us know. Thank you very much for jumping on.
Real quick, I wanted to ask
If you
you
ever
guys.
need a feature act, let me know.
I got you.
Stop.
I
Yes.
got another Sweet 16. I hit you up. Hey,
Yes.
Thank you.
Where are you guys based out of? I wanted to know.
We're all over, man.
Yeah.
We're
Oh, yeah.
Bob and Mike are in Jersey. I'm in Huntsville, Alabama, and the puppet's in a foxhole somewhere.
war.
We don't know where.
Wartime.
Wartime,
Okay,
yeah.
cool, guys. So definitely, yeah, because I definitely want to start. I mean, I was talking with Bob before, and man, my journey has got me sitting here like going nuts, guys. I can't lie, it's got me going nuts because it just everybody I've worked with, everybody that I've came up with are just like F. Ray Gibbs.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you know, it has got me by myself, and I just
Fuck that. Hey, everything happens for a reason when it's supposed to happen.
exactly.
You're
And
here,
that's what
and let's talk.
A lot of
We'll figure
people are they're jealous of his kind. He's really fucking good.
Listen,
Yeah,
let's
cool
figure
dude.
something out. We need a black guy on the network so people stop calling us racist. All right. So let's get you set up.
Yeah.
Let's get Ray Gibbs up in here and put on a goddamn show. And you're welcome back anytime, man. You're a great guest. Thank you for joining
Hey,
us.
man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you guys, man. And I can't wait to be back, man. I appreciate it.
You got
Ray
it, buddy.
Gibbs, ladies and gentlemen, give him a follow, give him some love. Thank you, buddy.
Good job, bro.
Bye.
Take care, my man.
Shuli Network so white, as they say.
Not anymore.
Yes.
I hope this doesn't sound racist. We got one.
You ever notice like how black comedians are like, I do this to help the community and uplift spirits, and white comics like, well, I got free drinks and I tried to get laid. That's basically it.
Yeah. I like how Mike waited for the black guy to leave to make that joke.
course.
Smart.
Listen,
Smart, Mike. You
I
get your
didn't
ass.
laugh when they said
Weaselly
skunk
Mike
ape.
Morse again.
Weaselly Mike Moore. Wait, by the way, that wasn't the puppet. Vince cut that audio up. It looked like the puppet.
Yes.
Hey,
Oil.
Chad, what's going on? I don't mean to break the fourth wall, but are you feeling better?
Yes, much, much better.
All right.
Not dying anymore, yes.
What did you have, if you don't mind me asking?
COVID, actually. The last
Oh,
person
wow.
on Earth to get COVID. Yes.
And it hit you pretty hard, I guess, huh?
I avoided it for 3 years, and it finally got me. And,
Wow.
I was,
Yeah, 'cause
in bed.
you were MIA for a couple weeks.
Oh, well, the first couple weeks, I just didn't like you anymore. And then I got COVID. So, yes.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of disease and disease. Yes.
How'd you get COVID? You know?
I don't know. A prostitute, maybe. I don't know.
You know, the usual
The
ways.
usual, yeah. How does anybody get anything, you know?
Right. Right. Like getting COVID at this point is like getting stung by a dead bee, a bee that's already dead, and you somehow walk into it and the stinger inserts itself.
I was jealous. I flew to Wuhan, asked for the OG.
You got- What am I on the pay no mind list over here for COVID?
Got a vial hanging around there I can use.
But in true Chad Zumach fashion, I came in at the end of a trend and tried to squeeze a little more life out of something. So yes,
Couple more drops in that.
Yes.
Couple more
Does he,
drops.
does he really have COVID?
Who Cardiff? He's
Wow.
not here right now, but Cardiff had
Spread through
COVID.
the studio. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Cardiff
Confusing, isn't it, Julie?
was patient zero. And he gave it to everybody else.
Yes.
Nana Zumach. Hold on. Where's the comic go? Oh, Shuli needs token blacks and broads. Thank you. Who's giving out our employee handbook to listeners?
Me.
Carvid.
I don't even understand that, so it's got to
I
be
don't
funny.
either. I don't get that.
Hey, if you know a Chinese guy there too, we could use one of those.
Wait.
What is that?
Whoa.
Are you gonna be at Pottstown? You coming?
The puppet or Cardiff?
Any one of the voices in your delusional head.
At least one of them will be there. Yes, possibly two. Yes. I
Okay.
will try.
Good. Good. I know we hadn't talked in a minute. Wanted to make sure you were still coming.
Yes. But I am back and slightly better than one time.
I like
Never,
it.
just one time. I'm better than I was at one point. Yes.
Apologize. Who?
You?
I don't know. It's very vague. Any one of us this could be directed at. So I don't know.
General.
I know everybody's feuding these days. I'm waiting for the big Shuli Network WATP war to come. I'm very excited.
know. I don't know if you saw earlier, but Vince, the attorney, he spliced a bunch of clips together to start a war to get me to fucking go after Carl. It was actually very funny.
Good job.
Yeah. Yeah, he's amazing. But no, there's no beef. There's no war. I mean, WATP and us, we merged early on and worked together to put something on that I thought was fantastic, which was the Dabbies. And Yeah, I love those guys, and if they want a war, we'll give them a fucking war. But we don't. We're not in one.
Look
at that.
The
Someone
award.
got an award.
Oh, not only an award.
Achievement.
Thank you, Lifetime Achievement Award. I believe the only other person to win an award at the Dabbies was Cardiff. Every other award was John.
It was John, right?
Yes.
So it was only two people. That's right. Do you think John's going to be coming back, Chad Zuppet?
Cardiff has been negotiating with John.
Wow.
Which John? John 1, 2. John's become like famous Ray's Pizza in New York. There's 37 of them now.
This is the OG. Like my DMs have been reinstated, so it is the same guy. Whether or not he has control of his Twitter is another story. There are some theories going around that someone maybe have control of his Twitter legally.
Yeah, legally. Whoa.
Like a power of attorney kind of situation.
Wow.
How's that?
Wow, that's interesting.
Yes.
Wow. Well, I think we should. I think we should just stop now and talk to him behind the scenes.
Really? Yeah. I'm dying to know the rest of this.
But yes, 5 G's is what I need to get John on.
Okay.
$5,000, huh?
Yeah.
No, 5 letters.
Yeah.
Just G's.
Good day.
Like Wheel of Fortune. He's got a really odd word. Scrabble.
We found out on the show the other night, Uncle Rico, maybe yesterday, Twittiot police, remember?
Oh yeah, he made a mention to he called people on Twitter Twidiots. We watched an old episode yesterday, and he called them Twidiot.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, interesting. Yeah. He's yeah. Go ahead.
According to Gary from San Diego, that is a John Sock account. It's been confirmed.
Yeah. And I believe anyone from San Diego, even Gary.
Yes, especially Gary. Very dependable.
Yeah, and Obnoxious John saying he still feels honored that he was even nominated. Oh, please, you are a legend on so many levels, OJ. I mean, do I?
What's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
This is OJ right here. That's OJ.
He made some of my songs, a lot of them, all of them, I think.
The song. Give me the Bon Jovi song. It's the greatest Bob Levy song maybe ever made. Sorry, Mike, but this is phenomenal.
Listen, sometimes you got to give it up.
Coming at you right now, Bob Levy, dead and alive.
Of course, I can't find it the one time I actually want it.
Coming up right now.
I'm a fucking cowboy on a fucking sea-full I ride. I'm wanted. I'm dead and alive. I'm dead and alive. I'm wanted. I'm dead and alive. I'm dead and alive. I want Bon Jovi to switch the song. He's dead and alive. He's two things, and two things are better than one, and that makes me better than the rest.
Okay, stop the music. Cut the music.
you,
Cut the
Gary.
music. Cut the music. Bob, let's get down to brass tacks.
Okay.
Obviously, you and Kevin Brennan are aware that I've eroded your audience up to 37% every day, right?
Yes.
That's right. Chad's up it. Go ahead.
So, when are you going to cut Kevin loose and just join me on the Sit Down Zumach network?
Probably never.
Burning Brennans.
He said
starting Monday.
Burning Brennans.
Yeah.
He said probably, though. That's not a no. That's not bad.
Okay. I'll give you 14% of the super chats.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
a deal?
interesting.
That's $27 a show.
Yes.
Realistically, I got to ask you guys this question. So $5,000, he's asking for a flat rate.
Oh, we're back to John now.
Yeah, because I'm trying to do the math in my head. Do you think if he goes on YouTube, he fires up the YouTube channel, it's already monetized, he can do membership only show, make one tier, $10. How much do you think he makes?
Look, I offered him. Okay, well, hold on. Cardiff offered him to do almost like a 24-hour live stream on his channel. Turn on the channel. Cardiff goes on, John does not show his face on camera till we hit whatever goal he wants. It would be, I know everybody would send money. And again, I told him the memberships would be the way to go. Fuck the Patreon. Do a $20 membership. Once you hit a target, go. The memberships protect your content a little bit better. Not great.
Here's something you never heard before. Chad's right. He's right. Chad's up. It's right.
But I said, well, you
What's up, guys?
Hide in the shadows. He'll make more
Hey,
than $5 grand.
hey, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
If he just goes on solo and just does a show, I don't think it'll work. But if he has somebody there to keep him on track, get these hot takes out, keep him focused, pump it up a little bit, I think he could do, again, a one and done. I think he could do well.
But again, he will never take advice from anyone, especially a puppet.
Yes. Well, that wasn't a puppet. That was Cardiff. See, I know it's confusing.
Hey, I got news for you. You're all puppets to him. That's the way he thinks. That's the way he looks at all of you. He's a scumbag like that. Generalizes, groups all the puppets in together.
Yes.
All right. Well, keep me posted. We got another Uncle Rico part 2. We got to finish up. We got a Blunder Years, which I don't remember. Did we pick a name for the new show? For the Blunder Years show?
I don't think we officially picked a name yet. We do have. I have a list somewhere. Would you like me to read what we? What we have here. All right. So back with the pack. The pack is back. The Thunder Years, Finger Blasts from the Past, The Way We Were, Blunder 2, Electric Boogaloo. Remember that? Those were the days. We ran out of ideas. The Yonder Years, Whack Pack, The Dumber Years, and of course the Freddie Mercury Show.
That's the one.
I like that one actually.
I really love the Freddie Mercury Show because it makes no sense whatsoever, and just the confusion that's somehow coming up. If somebody searches Freddie Mercury or Queen, and that comes up in the search on YouTube, would be phenomenal.
Because there is like a Freddie Mercury thing on Twitter, and anytime you put Freddie Mercury in it, it will like or retweet it.
Yeah. I like the Freddie Mercury one.
We might already even have a graphic for it before we.
Really? What were you saying there?
How about WATP 2?
Electric Jugaloo, huh? Calling Cardiff on Saturdays. Cardiff can have his own show on Saturdays anytime he wants. Yes. Any one of those people.
I think they're referring to my Thursdays with Cardiff every Friday with Opie.
Look at that. Tell me. Hey guys, welcome to the Freddie Mercury Show, where we deep dive into old Stern stuff.
Perfect.
Might be the dumbest idea we've ever had.
Got your mother down. We'll be right back after this.
Yeah, that's right. That was Big Bottom Girls. And speaking of Big Bottom Girls, here's Robin. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
All right. What do you got to plug there, Chad Zuppet? Go ahead.
Well, Subreddit server was last night. Nothing. Pottstown, May 13th.
There we go.
Yes.
TheShuleynetwork.com. Yeah, TheShuleynetwork.com. Come out. The puppets will be there. People will be there. Everybody's going to be there.
My new merch. Subreddit surfing Cardiff Electric guitar picks will be available exclusively.
Oh, nice. How beautiful.
I'll get one of those. Yeah, I'll buy one.
Love that. Get your Cardiff merch. I mean, if you're lucky enough to have one of these bad boys signed.
Yeah, I still have a few of those left, so they will be available too.
Cherish this. It's right here on my desk, face down under my keyboard every day. Boys, he said it. TheShuleynetwork.com, Pottstown, May 13th. It's right around the corner. It's happening. I'll be out in New York this weekend coming up, and be ready to rock. Monday, myself and Levy will be on Legion of Skanks podcast over at the Stand in the city, Stand Comedy Club. So come on out. They have live audience for that. So if you're around, hit them up. There's tickets, but they'll get you in, and then. Rest of the week, it looks like I'll be in Levy's place out with the Levy's, living it up, living La Levy Loca the rest of this week. And looking forward to Pottstown and everybody that's going to be there. Kumia, Perry Caravello, everybody. Mike, myself, Puppet, Electric, Potato. There's too goddamn many of you.
Yes, I know. Trust me, I know.
Damn it.
I can't sleep at night, Shuli.
Oh man,
so many voices.
Film it. Oh, don't worry. I'll be filming a lot. We'll be broadcasting a lot. I'll be annoying Bob a lot. You remember the audio I played for you of us and rooming together in that hotel? I'm going to bring that back. Don't worry. It'll be fun. And that's all I got. Shalom Shuli, Twitter, Instagram. I got to piss. Do your plugs, boys. Be right back.
All right. Well, if you'd like to follow me on the social media, it's very simple. You go to get out of your coffin. Go to Mike Morse Says at Twitter and at Insta Mike Morse on Instagram. I am currently flittering about the Shuli Network. And if you like to read, you can get one of these, Haha History, written by myself and some other people. It's funny, and it's on Amazon.com.
Yes, and don't forget MLC Podcast on YouTube, free. And you can go to MLC Podcast on Patreon. And don't forget May 13th. It's going to be a great time. Pottstown, PA, right there in a beautiful place. It's many acres just to roam around and do whatever you want. And that'll be on the ShuliNetwork.com. Can't wait to see Cardiff there too. I love him.
Yes. Me too.
All right. Are we good?
Yep. Time for the dentist.
Well, everybody, enjoy your day like Bob's going to enjoy being at the dentist. All the best, and we'll see you guys later. All right? Bye, everybody. Bye, Chad Zuppet.
Time to get out of bed. Time to wake up.
Wake up.
Gotta get out of bed. Out of bed, bitch, go.
Yeah.
Get up, get up.